So just taking a few moments to bring the mind to the breath. Enjoying the breathing. Just staying with the breath for a few moments. In gathering all the energy with the breath. Yeah, and now we are going to almost listen to a kind of a meditative teaching again by Thich Naht Hahn on the first 4 exercises of mindful breathing. So I'm going to play it. It's an audio. We'll listen to it and parallelly stay with ourselves.
Sitting meditation is something that can be very enjoyable. So we should learn how to enjoy our sitting. And the pleasure of sitting. We have to find out what is the pleasure of sitting. Every time we feel we are restless, we are not calm, we don't know what to do, that's when we need to sit down. And if we know how to sit, a few minutes later, we feel much better.
Is the audio clear for everyone?
Yeah, it's clear, audible.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Always like that. We should learn how to sit and to enjoy sitting. Sitting is to feel that you are alive, that you don't have anything to do, you just enjoy sitting. The day when Nelson Mandela came to France for a visit, he met President Mitterrand, and the press here asked him what he would like to do the most. And he said, sit down and do nothing. He said that since the time he was released from prison, he was so busy as a president. And he did not have the time to sit and enjoy sitting. Well, if we are given time to sit, to do nothing, we should know how to sit, how to do nothing. Because sitting is a pleasure. It can be nourishing, healing. So with a cushion, without a cushion, in a chair, we should learn how to enjoy sitting. Maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, and so on. And every time we feel that we are not very peaceful, we have some suffering, we are restless, we don't know what exactly to do. Sitting is the best thing to do. And you sit down, and immediately you follow your in breath and out breath. You enjoy breathing in, you enjoy breathing out. You breathe in a way that can give you pleasure. You breathe out in such a way that can give you pleasure. You breathe in a way that you are aware that your body is there. You breathe out in such a way that you can release the tension in your body. And if you are in touch with your body, you can be in touch with the wonders of life around you. So there is an exercise given by the Buddha, breathing in, I am aware of my body. That is connecting mind to body. Sometimes we work with our computer, we are completely lost in the work, and we do not remember that we have a body. The monastics in Plum Village and also the lay practitioners, they like to program a bell of mindfulness in the computer, and every quarter of an hour, the bell is invited in the computer, and they have a chance to go back to their body and to enjoy the fact that they have a body. And breathing in and out 3 times are enough to release the tension in the body, to smile, and then they will continue the work. And you might like to do the same. You can download the Bell of Mindfulness from Plum Village website. And when you are not restless, when you are okay, sitting gives you pleasure. Sitting is very nourishing and healing. So we should enjoy sitting. We just enjoy, sit there, allow our body to relax, and enjoy breathing in and breathing out. And during that time, there's no thinking whatsoever, because we enjoy breathing in, breathing out. We enjoy releasing the tension. We enjoy our body, and that is why you don't need to think. If your mind is focused on your in breath and out breath, you can release the past and future, your projects. You are free. Breathing in, I am aware of my in breath. So your in breath becomes the object, the only object of your mind. And when your in breath is the only object of your mind, you release everything else. You become a free person. Freedom is possible with your in breath. And freedom can be obtained in 2-3 seconds. You release all the sorrow and regret about the past. You release all the uncertainty and fear about future. You enjoy breathing in. You are a free person. Is it possible to measure the degree of freedom of someone who is breathing in mindfulness? Without that freedom, there is no real happiness possible. So practice mindfulness is to get freedom, free from the past, from the future, from your projects, from your worries, and enjoy the fact that you are alive. breathing in mindfully, you always bring your mind home to your body. And when body and mind are together, you are there in the here and the now. You are truly alive. The first exercise on mindful breathing that the Buddha proposed is breathing in. I know this is my in-breath. You recognize your in-breath as an in-breath. While breathing in, you know that you are breathing in, and you can enjoy breathing in. A good practitioner always enjoy her in-breath, and she doesn't have to suffer breathing in. And she also enjoy her out-breath, and she can smile while breathing out. So joy and happiness is possible with your in-breath and your out-breath. The exercise is very simple, but the effect is great because you become a free person. You touch the miracle of being alive. Because someone who is already dead does not breathe in and out anymore. So the simple of breathing in and breathing out in mindfulness help you to be free and to touch the most wonderful miracle, the miracle of being alive, still being alive. And you don't need to make any effort. You breathe in and out mindfully and naturally, and you enjoy. Breathing in and out can be nourishing, healing, make you free. And the second exercise of mindful breathing is to follow your in-breath all the way through. Suppose your in-breath lasts 4 seconds. It begins here and in here. You breathe in, and during the time of breathing in, your mind is focused entirely on your in-breath. There is no interruption at all. So you enjoy more your in-breath, and concentration is deeper during the time you breathe in. You breathe in. So the first exercise is to be with your in-breath and your out-breath. You are with your in-breath. You are not with anything else. The in-breath is the only object of your mind. And there is mindfulness and there is a concentration generated by the act of breathing in. And that alone makes you free from the past, from the future, from your worries.
So just taking a few moments, we have listened to the instructions. And as Mother talks about self-mastery, this is true self-mastery, that when I know I want to just focus on the act of breathing in and breathing out, I'm just there. And the thoughts are not overwhelming that I have to get lost in them again and again. I know what to give importance to. So for the last 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes more in the session. Let us just follow this simple instruction. There is nothing complicated, that we are going to just enjoy breathing in and breathing out. And if the thoughts would come up again, we are not going to give them attention in these 10 minutes. So let us stay with this simple teaching. Nothing in the world is more important right now for me. Just being aware of the breathing. As an old habit, the mind may want to go back in the thoughts, but we are cultivating a new practice. So, just putting this effort to bring the mind back to the breath, to the body. Staying fully in the body, no matter whatever sensations may be there, being our closest friend. Cultivating a new path, a new simple path for myself, giving just attention to the mindfulness of breath and the body. Deepa Ma, Buddhist teacher and master of meditation, she says, whenever we bring attention to the mind, to the breath, and the attention goes back to the thoughts, just knowing that, okay, I've gotten again back into the thoughts, and very gently bringing it back to the breath. And every time this happens, we do the same. The moment we get lost, we tell ourselves lost, 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 and then we bring the mind back to the breathing. And this is taming our mind. This is mastering our mind. Mind is a beautiful tool, but if we don't know how to use it well, then it can become a very bad master for us. So for the last 2 minutes, practicing being aware of the breathing fully. And as we come back to the present moment, bringing back the mind again and again to the here and now, as Thich Nhat Hahn shares that we become aware of so many other conditions of happiness. Yes, things may not be working out well in many spheres of our life as we may want, but when we bring the mind back home in the body, we become available to so many other conditions of happiness. I am alive, I am functional, I am able to understand things, I am able to be with the breathing, I am able to enjoy the stillness in the body. We have a roof over our heads and something to eat. So many things to be grateful for. And from here we can start. From this great gratitude, we can take the right decisions in life rather than from a chaotic mind. Knowing that we have really enough. And there would be always something or the other which may not work out according to what I want. But it doesn't matter. We can ignore that for some time. And we can do our best, take the highest possible attitude to make the best of things right now as they are. And as the mother says, the best only happens when we take the highest possible attitude in every moment. Then we can say that only the best happens. So let us pledge again and again, because we forget that whenever I have the capacity, when I know I can be conscious of it, bringing back the mind home in the body and choosing my highest possible option in each moment possible. What is my highest possibility today? Let me take that. And definitely that's going to benefit me and the others around. We deserve this much to ourselves. So making it a continuous practice to keep bringing back mind home in the body throughout the day. Whenever we have 2 minutes, 3 minutes, we have maybe lost in our work, but whenever we get the attention back, bringing the mind home in the body. which can be done anywhere, anytime. We don't need any equipment, no tool required, no phone required for this, nothing. Yeah. So, any last reflections, any insights before we end the session? Okay, so I'll share the teaching that I shared with all of you today for the session. I'll put it on the group, and if you want, we can use it again and go over it again. So, wishing everyone a beautiful bringing back home the mind again. Throughout the day, let us stay as close to ourselves as possible so that we can take the right decisions and we can relax the mind every now and then. And whenever a decision is taken in a relaxed attitude, it's going to be a good decision for now and for later. So, yes, wishing everyone a happy Monday and happy practice, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you.